sorry, let's call it my desktop. Okay, boom. All right, here we go. So this is the actual desktop we are looking at. Now, from this point here, you're basically ready to go. Anything that shows up on your desktop will be recorded here. So if I press on my Internet Explorer, I'm recording my Internet Explorer, my desktop. And just kind of basically put the entire OBS project together. Easy as like to record their video. We're just jumping. And for this video, we're going to focus on just capturing our display. So my desktop will show
Hey guys, I'm back for another video, and welcome to 20 if you want to do 1440p, that you get the idea. So let's go down to the important stuff. We got rate control CBR, bitrate 6000, keyframe interval 2 advanced. I have a very
I'm going to show you how to make your live streams.
Is of course the actual camera, or the camera quality,
And all types of other YouTube related stuff. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell notification icon so you can be notified when I go live to answer your YouTube questions. Okay, so we're gonna have to be in front of the computer for this one, but before we go, I wanna let you know that you wanna watch this entire video because
that is extremely important when you are trying to make your live streams look professional. See the quality that I get from the Logitech C922 webcam, which is actually what you're seeing this on right now as well. And another thing that is extremely important about making your live streams look professional is your background environment. Now, with mine, I like to set it to where, it has kind of a mood to it, but the big idea for your background is just to make sure that it's nice and clean. Make sure that there's not junk all over the place, and, make sure it's not too distracting as far as, if you were adding an intro to a video. Click on the plus icon, and when you are doing this, just a little side note here, when you're doing this, one thing that you want to make sure that you keep in mind is that you need a video file to work with. So you want to make sure that you have already exported your intro out of your video editing software so that you can import it into OBS. So we're going to go into the media source option, and I'm going to just type in intro, and then now it's going to ask me where my intro is. Now, for me, when the intro comes in, I don't want it to keep playing. I don't want it to loop. So I want to make sure that loop is not checked here in the box. And then I want to browse for the actual intro itself. And here in my stream folder, I have an intro file that shows my intro. And I'm going to show you basically how this would work. So I'm going to click on this, I'm going to hit open, and then I'm going to hit OK to close this box. Now, how this would work is, let's say that we do an intro and, basically the hook for our live stream. And we say, in this video, I'm going to show you how to make your OBS streams look professional. And we're starting right now. And then the intro would come in, and then it disappears because I didn't set it to loop. So basically it comes in, does the flash, and then it's out of there. So once again, it would be just like this. All you have to do is you turn it on, and then you transition short bumper, turning it off. So with this lower third graphic, next thing
Recently in the free software series, I showed you to get OBS Studio onto your computer. Go to their website, which is OBS Project. It will open up a new page with the install directions. files saved to your computer so you can edit them later on, select Display Capture. And Linux. The screen capture program so I'll also go over the settings that I use to record my screen. Now that you have OBS opened, if this is your first time using this software, the screen capture area within this window should be black. First, you will need to set up a source. So go down to the sources box, select the plus sign. You will have several choices. I'll go over the two that are used most often. If you plan to record your screen with the files saved to your computer so you can edit them later on, select Display Capture. I already have a Display Capture set up, so this one is automatically named Display Capture 2. You can rename it if you want. Make sure that Make Source Visible is checked, then select OK. Click on the Display button to select the monitor you would like to record. If you have a single monitor, you should only have one option here. If you run a multiple monitor setup, select your monitor. If you want your mouse cursor to be captured when OBS records, make sure that Capture Cursor is checked. When done, select OK. Let's go back to the Sources box and select the plus sign again. Run a multiple monitor setup, select your. Make sure that Make Source Visible is checked, then select OK. Click on the Display button to select the monitor you would like to record. If you have a single monitor, you should only have one option here. If you run a multiple monitor setup, select your monitor. If you want your mouse cursor to be captured when OBS records, make sure that Capture Cursor is checked. When done, select OK. Let's go back to the Sources box and select the plus sign again. If you plan to record the video games that you play, select Game Capture. Just like before, you can change the name and make sure Make Source Visible is checked. Select OK. You can just leave everything here on the defaults and select OK again. If you want to change the source settings, select the source, then select the settings icon. Here you can change the display. To delete a source, select it, then select the minus sign. It'll ask you if you're sure you want to remove Display Capture 2. Select yes. And now it's gone. The up-down arrows change the priority of the sources. Make sure the source you currently want to use is at the top of the list. In addition to recording your display, OBS also records your desktop audio from games, websites, or any other software on your computer. It can also record the audio from your microphone. So let's head over to the mixer section. For desktop audio, click the settings icon to the right of the volume bar. Select Properties from the drop-down menu. Make sure that Default is selected, then hit OK. Just below desktop audio, there's a separate listing for microphone. Select the settings icon, then Properties. Here you can choose the microphone that you want to use. Once you have it selected, select OK. Let's take a quick look at the rest of the user interface. To the left of Sources is Scenes, which will allow you to use more than one source while recording. This is a little bit more advanced for a beginner's tutorial, so we'll skip over this one. To the right of the mixer is Scene Transitions. If you're not using scenes, there's no need to worry about this one. And to the right of the Scene Transitions is Controls. For doing a live stream, you would select Start Streaming. Start Recording is for a standard screen capture. Right now it says Stop Recording because I'm currently using it to record my screen. Once you become more comfortable with OBS, you may want to try out Studio Mode for live streaming. Simply, it allows you to make changes while you're streaming, like adding and resizing images and adding text. Below Studio Mode is Settings and Exit. Exit is self-explanatory. Let's go into settings, and I will show you which